Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Irish Infirms Gaming League Rocket League 3v3's friendly series. Tonight, seeing the newcomers Intel up against our seasoned veterans of the Eagle, Ericsson.
On Ericsson.
Joining me is none other than my I don't want to say best friend of all time, but I think we can be super best friends forever.
Best friend and favourite colleague. Let's just go with that.
Favorite extracurricular outside of work colleague who also works for Ericsson, because we
Where
can't
have I
really,
been all your life type of thing. Yeah.
we're not really allowed to pick sides here, but I'm just going to try keep Jay in check for the rest of this show tonight.
How are you, Tom?
Yeah, can't complain. I just had a big cup of Joe, bringing myself in. You know, Storm Lorenzo's coming tonight, or maybe tomorrow. There's going to be roots of that coming from 6 o'clock. Now, this is just me doing my Met Aaron plug, but from 6 o'clock tomorrow evening until 3 a.m. on Friday morning, we're going to have a bit of an orange one.
Leave out a plate of biscuits or something, or how does this work?
So, Lorenzo, imagine Santa's costume, but it's blue. It's kind of weird. Like, for some reason, you think like a storm would be grey or black or something like that. But Lorenzo
he just
rocks,
has a big
stick,
stick, and if he catches you on the street, he just starts flaking you. That's how it works?
Yeah. He's pretty much he's like raining from his mouth and his eyes, and he wears a bib. And there's like there's a nice calligraphy L
God
on
forbid
the,
he'd rain on
bib.
himself. You know, he wouldn't be doing that.
No, God, no. I think at this point now he's wearing a kind of a multicolored. If you've seen the pictures from Met Aaron of the nice phallic-looking device that's coming towards the country at the moment, you'd get a better idea of the stains of color on his bib. Maybe stains and phallic is not the great sentence, but that's pretty much what.
Well, that's enough.
That's
enough. That's all I need to know to stay indoors. Anyway, I'll tell you that much.
Right. So if we're going all well, we had some. Actually, it's going. I don't mean to jinx things now at this point, but things have been going pretty well from a technical standpoint. We haven't got any particular problems so far. With our tunes in the background and our slides looking all nice now, as we are the Irish Infirms Gaming League, we're quite familiar with how to use PowerPoint. But this Streamlabs stuff, it's a bit of a
the smoothness so far due in no small part to your man Tom. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, full credit.
Sure. This will be using my CV now, my communication skills and presentation. You know,
not to mention people management, because, you know, I'm here.
Exactly. We got you on there now. Are you chewing on something there, lad?
I am. I'm eating a spice bag.
Okay.
Do you not eat spice bag when you're watching Rocket League?
I don't know what I snack on. I guess
I thought it was every big thing.
What I do like to do now that it's just in my head, if I have coriander and paprika from the Ericsson side, you know what? I love getting, like, popcorn's great and all, but feck microwave popcorn, man. You got to get the kernels, you got to put it in a pot, you got to make it yourself, and you got to put like cumin or pepper or something onto that popcorn.
Just get weird with it, like.
Just get weird with it. There's so many possibilities out there. Everybody has a big tray.
Some onion granules.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, chat. Post your favorite
radish.
Post your favorite spices into chat.
Your favorite popcorn toppings.
Actually, come to think of it now, I was talking about this. I was on a stream with Andy from the Irish Overwatch community recently enough on their 1v1 Torbjorn tournament that they have. And we were talking about spice bags, and we were talking about getting takeaway in general, and he was saying a garlic dip for him up in Dublin costs $1.50.
Yeah.
$1.50 for a tub of garlic. Would you be well paying that?
I was watching the stream. I nearly fell out of a chair. Mother of God. As if you needed any more reason to live somewhere else.
Right, let's get a bit of a poll going in chat there. So we have Intel joining us tonight, based down in Shannon. I believe most of the people playing tonight are based out of Shannon. They do have the plant up in Leixlip as well, but we've yet to hear from many people from there anyway. But let's get Shannon going here. Give us your price for a tub of garlic dip in around Shannon or in Clare in general, and we'll put Andy in his place with his feckin' yuppie lifestyle paying 150 for garlic dip. Anyway, tonight we are playing Rocket League 3v3s. We're looking at doing a best of 7 tonight, folks. We'll see how it goes through the night anyway, but these games are generally quick enough to do. And right before us, we have Miapeas and DMNK from Intel, and Yeloff and Broken Engineer from Ericsson. We are currently waiting on the 2 other people to make this 3v3, 3v3.
I'm just making calls here to see where the crew are. Maybe they've said they're online. Maybe they just haven't seen the message about the room name and such. You play much Rocket League these days, Tom?
I'm not gonna lie, Jay. I haven't played much Rocket League at all, really. I think
I played a bit the other, just because this game was coming up and it was all up in my head and I was thinking about it, and obviously I had to install it so that I could be here tonight. And I said, once I install it, I'll have a go. I'll have an old go.
Right, so you're a resident Rocket League expert caster here tonight.
My performance has not changed. I'll say that. Did you ever see that video? Did you ever see that video of I believe it's a bunch of Japanese lads and they're wearing binoculars and they're playing.
Yes.
They're trying to play
that's
soccer.
a fantastic video. Yeah.
That's me playing Rocket League, like with no binoculars.
I think just the general opinion for people who don't play Rocket League is it's probably the most fun game to be horrifically bad at. And man, is it very easy to be horrifically bad at this video game.
Except for the other people on your team. they don't love it. When you dive out of the way of the ball and it goes into the goal, they don't be too pleased about that.
I have so much respect and admiration for the pro players of Rocket League nationally and internationally who have dedicated their lives to getting physics degrees for the benefit of esports around the country, just to understand how the hell to traject your car towards a giant ball and keep your balls in the air.
Do you have crossplay turned on?
Do I have crossplay turned on? Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing the first game, the first cross-platform Eagle game that I am just going to make sure that
you get it.
What we're doing.
So it's options gameplay, 4th option should be on.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Your options gameplay, and then it's the 4th option. I guess it's called crossplay.
Cross-platform play is on.
I assume isn't going to mean that everybody's going to be really angry when they play.
Sorry, Connor Hickey. This is the kind of technical difficulties we were expecting that I've already jinxed myself for. So cross-platform play is turned on right now. I'm going to create this private match one more time. 3v3, no bots, team settings, region Europe, name and password, create match, and match is creating. Got a shout out. The devs of Rocket League making things more cross-platform is a great step for these kind of games. And hoping to see more because it just helps us grow as a community for the Irish Infernals Gaming League.
I have no doubt it's immensely difficult to implement.
Crossplay? I can't imagine it. I don't know. It's something that has kind of been a bit of a taboo in the gaming industry in general because it kind of kills a lot of the exclusivity that some platforms would have.
Sure,
but I don't know. I'm a developer myself and I just feel that Microsoft has been knocking it out of the park in a lot of ways the past couple of years. But when it comes to Xbox, they were kind of on the forerunner of trying to make that multi-platform now, buying your game. This is not an ad. and don't get me wrong, I don't even own a 4th gen console, an Xbox One or a PS4. So, but I gotta say, the proposition of being able to play my PC games on my Xbox and vice versa, or at least share the keys, is good enough incentive for me.
Have you restarted the server? Looks like we
have.
might have to restart the server. You have, okay.
Just a reminder to our viewers that this game is in aid of Enable Ireland. They are our current charity partner as part of the Irish Interfirms Gaming League. All proceeds donated this evening will be, of course, donated to them. They do some great work nationally, helping a lot of sort of wheelchair-bound people across the country and children with learning disabilities. They can bring them meals on site or kind of like after school support for kids. They do a lot of really good work. I know a lot of people personally who have been positively affected by them. So if you can throw them the cost of a cup of coffee, streamlabs.com/Irish Interfirms Gaming, and if you donate €1, you'll get a nice Father Ted quote getting in the way of the action tonight, which is always always entertaining as it is loud in my ears.
Okay, I'm gonna jump into the Intel chat and just see what's up.
Okie dokie. And if you are feeling so generous as to donate this evening, please include the result of the poll that we're having tonight. The price of a single tub of garlic dip in your local takeaway of choice. If your local takeaway of choice does not have garlic dip, I'd be more interested to find out why. Once again, folks, thank you for joining us this evening, and apologies for the technical difficulties we're having. Takeaway provided by Marvin.ie. We are not sponsored by Marvin.ie, unfortunately, although I was quite tired from saying the words Marvin.ie after the last Irish Overwatch stream that I was on. They were giving away one of the jerseys for the Celtic Wolfhounds, the Irish World Cup Overwatch team, who I actually just got my jersey from them yesterday, and it's an apps. Oh my god, it's so nice. But right smack bang in the middle, Marvin.ie, got to get that repage in. And actually, one of the other Irish Interfirms Gaming League organizers, Sergey, got a golden ticket, or a not so golden ticket, for a €50 voucher for Marvin.ie as part of his jersey purchase, which I'm sure he's very happy with.
Hello.
Hello, what's going on?
Okay. So we're still having an error from one of the guys trying to get in. He's getting across platform. So can you completely kill this game and recreate it?
Mm-hmm.
Have you done that already?
I have done
Do
that
it again
already,
anyway.
but I'll try it again.
Do it again for the laugh. If this doesn't work, I'll throw a quick CV to Intel, and I'm a shoo-in. You know, I mean, who wouldn't hire me?
Can you make sure that they are on they're on the European servers as well?
Yes, and I'll also make sure everybody goes back to the main menu, I think, just to make sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Burb. Okay. I exit myself.
I have created a European server with crossplay turned on.
I guess we better make sure we have our crossplay, even though we're just spectators. It might be. Yeah, mine was not on, so could have been me. I will flog myself promptly.
Is it a requirement that everybody needs to have crossplay turned on?
I mean, I you know what? Yes.
Let's just say yes.
It is now.
And tested, yes, the jersey is worth every cent. I mean,
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want
till
to
the
plug
next
more
time.
of the Irish Overwatch stuff during a Rocket League game, but you can get your Celtic Wolfhounds Irish Overwatch World Cup jersey for €50 off of their site, and every penny goes to support those guys on their journey to California for BlizzCon, where they will be taking part in the qualifiers for the World Cup.
Okay, is it the same name, same everything? No, for this.
Same name, same everything.
Okay, I'll back in a sec.
I've been listening to this song on loop probably for the past hour, and it's probably driving me insane. But I hope that I can bring you guys down with me, which is it's the general goal of any of these streams that we do. Try to bring all of us into some sort of leveled mutual insanity.
Alright.
If anyone in chat can tell me what this song is from, I will ask Andy to give you a €50 Marvin.ie voucher.
We'll ask him.
We'll ask him. I can't guarantee that you'll actually get it, but ladies and gentlemen, we have
where we go.
We have the fabulous people from Ericsson and Intel just floating in. Don't worry, guys. We can blame Jay for the technical difficulties of not having crossplay turn on. I don't even know. I must have been just restarting it once or twice. But Alan Carey,
who would have thought a spectator would matter? Who would? I mean, not me anyway. Obviously.
All right, folks, we are off. This is it. Broken
It's all
Engineer,
part of the
Yeloff, and Burkhall from the Ericsson side. I think we've seen some of these guys before. We've had one or two Rocket League games in the past as part of the Irish Uniforms Gaming League. But it's been a while since we've seen any of these players here. I believe the last game we had was Ericsson versus Cisco. And I was looking in my Discord feed recently there, and you can see that Cisco, the Cisco captain actually, I believe, of the Overwatch team, was playing Rocket League. So maybe they've seen there's a bit of buzz of Rocket League on the Eagle Discord and are gearing themselves up. Yeloff going in for the score, bringing us with a very, very feisty start to this first game of our best of 7.
You know what I want you to get? I want you to get one of those clapper things that you spin around, and they click really, really obnoxiously. Yeah. If anybody knows where I can get one of those, please tell me.
Dank GH, this is live. They had a couple of practice games in between with people joining in before. So this is it. This is their first game of the best of 7 for tonight.
Did you get an answer to your question about who the song was?
No, Balls in the Air from David Schwartz from Migglebyte. What TV show is it from? Is the answer I'm looking for here.
What is the TV show, ladies and gentlemen? Can we reset the screen without the massive black bars?
Well, just because you asked so kindly, Jay, I will do that just for you.
Oh, yes, that was me asking. I'm taking full credit. There we go.
There we go.
How was that for you, Dank?
Yeloff number 2, bringing us up to 2-0. Yeloff is a bit of the striker on the Eagle team. Sorry, on the Ericsson team, I should say, rather. I guess it's becoming progressively apparent as the time goes on how little I know about the strategy or the how to describe movement on Rocket League. So, welcome to the FIFA 20 inaugural game of the Irish Uniforms Gaming League. They've really changed around the gameplay this time. I heard there was meant to be like a FIFA Street thing, but apparently everybody's flying around in cars now.
Yeah, Ronaldo is actually driving one, but you can't really see him. That shows how much I know about soccer. Does he even still play? Is he dead? Well,
Burkhall taken out by Meepies. Oh my god. Ooh. So Meepies being the captain of the Intel here, definitely showing trying to assert his dominance. All I know about driving into somebody in Rocket League and blowing them up is pretty much how much BM it is. But I can see the strategy using it sometimes. Very glittery looking car from Burkhall. So if you were a professional footballer, Jay, and you bought a very fancy sports car, as a lot of them are inclined to do, would you be like Burkhall and absolutely douse your Lamborghini in green glitter just so that when you're zooming past somebody at the speed of sound, at least they're able to catch a sparkle in their eye.
No, because first of all, I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini.
What would you buy?
I would go back to a Ford Fiesta in a heartbeat.
The new
right?
Ford Fiesta STs, man. There's some cars now.
I would put the full kit on it, right? Full vinyls, the whole lot.
Bucket seat style.
Because, you know, I'm at that age now, Tom, where, you know, it's parking. Parking is more of a concern now than driving around in a flash Lamborghini.
Is this you talking now about your massive Hank Hill arse Mazda that you roll up on all the time? Now you're just complaining about city driving now. Driving home from Dublin this evening now. My car is too feckin' big for these streets, man.
The only problem there was I couldn't get away fast enough from the €1.50 price tag of a garlic dip. I mean, mother of God.
Did you buy your spice bag in Dublin and bring it back with you?
Did I? Feck. First of all, it would have been cold by the time I got to the outskirts of the city.
Man, you just gotta up your driving skills and eat. Just eat at the same time as you're driving.
I'm gonna buy a helicopter, I mean.
The amount of times I've been driving home from a shop, from getting a deli sandwich on a Saturday afternoon, which is, you know, a nice routine thing. I like to get myself a nice sandwich on a Saturday afternoon. And if I'm feeling so inclined to get a bag of the crisps, probably the O'Donnell's Ballymaloe relish ones. Shout out to O'Donnell's. And I'm too hungry and too impatient before I get home, and I open up the bag of crisps and I leave it on the passenger seat next to me, and I swing around the roundabout, and next thing the crisps are on the floor, and I'm crying into my hands and my knees as I roll into the driveway.
As you dive after them and try to suck them out of the shag, yeah.
Well, broken engineer. Sorry, there is a game going on in front of us here. Yes. Broken engineer bringing on the third goal to take away some of the pretty much to steal the hat trick from Yeloff there. Yeah, tending to even out the scores that we're getting on the Ericsson side here. But Dank GH Garlic Dip's going for 250. Now, okay, I can imagine. Oh, this is gonna be close. Okay, nice save there from Meapies, but unfortunately Yeloff just managing to secure that in there. Oh, this is looking fairly strong for the Ericsson side here, evening out themselves. Broken Engineer, you've got 17 seconds to get 2 goals now to represent the rest of Ericsson here. Maybe Broken Engineer is playing in goal for this one here. I would give a more solid answer about that, but
that was my position when I played soccer as well. Yeah, they used to always put me in goal.
Me too. I was just the big kid that could just stand in the middle and go.
Exactly. I was the same size as the goal. It's no brainer. Used to come over and move the jumpers, you know, whenever I stood in goal. Our goal was wider, but not really.
Ericsson taking the first round of this best of 7 here. Burkall pretty much he actually got that achievement for being the striker, as I call that, probably earlier. 2 goals to Burkall and 2 goals to Yeloff as well. Broken Engineer sitting in the goals. Maybe they might be changing around their Broken Engineer got 1 goal. Oh my god, I seem to have not been paying attention. Burkall being the wonderful
give
support.
The man his due.
All of Ericsson played very well together. Their team composition was great. They all drove green cars, and their communication was great.
Upwards digging there.
Dig up, stupid. And unfortunately, the Intel playing really well, but unable to get themselves on the board for this game. But I will say, might have been a bit unfair to jump in because we just managed to get our last player, Alan Carey, on deck for this game here. But we are going to run into number 2.
We're just warming up.
We're just warming up, folks.
Dank, I feel like you should out wherever that place was. 250. 250. Out them now publicly. Name and shame. Is it a best of 7? It is.
Running into round 2 here. One thing I gotta say, I may not know much about Rocket League, but in terms of casting, it's a fairly easy job. they have the AI camera pretty much taking control of everything, and
No, that's
it's
you,
pretty
Tom,
self.
you know that
I
one.
mean, so if you can hear my MX cherries in the background clacking and clicking aggressively as I'm following this ball here, my reactions are just super fast tonight, thanks to all this coffee I'm drinking. But it's quite self-organizing as well. You know, this is kind of the community that we're going for here. Everybody have to jump in just for the love of the game.
Absolutely, and I gotta say props to Meepies as well here for rallying the Intel boys. He's seriously laying the foundation down there in Shannon. We'll get Leak Slip. We'll get him.
We'll get
I
him.
met them today. I met them today actually at the grad fair. I was down in the RGS for grad Ireland, and I gave a bunch of cards to Leak Slip, and I was like, "You want to start yourselves out now, lads?"
There's 2,000 in League Slip there now, and there's 3
There's
lads
more.
down in Intel in Shannon playing against the fabulous Ericsson here. The beautiful Intel. I can't come up with a adjective that goes with I. Give me your I word adjectives
Indigenous.
in the chat. There you go. Anyway, Yellow taking the first score of this game of game 2 of this best of 7. Yellow continuing to show his dominance as the Ericsson striker here tonight.
Yellow, I'll regret saying this. He's one of these guys, though. You know, he is a dab hand. No matter what game he's playing, he's one to watch out for.
A dab hand.
Dab hand. He's one of these.
Does
What's
he
the
dab,
word?
or is that a term that I'm not familiar with?
He's probably dabbing right now, even though he's also playing.
You can dab and play video games with the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is
'cause,
it part of most games? In fact,
I think so.
dab faster to defeat the boss. That's a game I'd play. Good exercise.
I know, man. As I was saying earlier, being a lot of people in the Eagle in general being PC Master Race and all, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, and I said that I haven't bought a PS4 or an Xbox, but I just bought a Switch Lite, the first Nintendo console I probably bought in about 10 years, on Friday. And I'm taking a break from esports, man. I'm going through my RPG taste now. I ended up playing Fire Emblem, and it's basically XCOM with tea parties. That's what I've been spending my time doing.
Which was, to be fair, the one thing missing from XCOM.
Exactly. I mean, put it this way. If you're playing XCOM and you put all these resources and effort into building up your soldiers, but in Fire Emblem, you're putting all these resources and time into building relationships with anime girls, and then they get murdered right in front of your face.
Dear oh dear. Isn't it always the way?
That your anime girls get murdered right in front of you?
Burn
Yeah.
for your best, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Japan.
So-
building up my expectations and tearing them down with a sword. Good job, Japan, beating Ireland there in the Ruggers on the weekend, and that is Broken Engineer taking the second score. Not having Intel being put on the map quite yet, Jesus. Ericsson setting out the ringers today. Were you rallying the boys up at work today, Jay, or what kind of attitude have you put in these lads?
Take no credit. The lads they always had it in them, you know. They just needed a nudge out the door was all. That Bilbo Baggins.
DMNK showing a really strong defense here now. Alan Carey just getting the ball out of their half into the other side, but just Burkle absolutely relentless. Just really making the Intel defense here crumble. The Ericsson team does seem to have a dedicated goalie at this point here. They're kind of just having a wide scape of their defense. They're in yellow going for the score, but Alan Carey's probably going to get this absolutely blocked. Alan Carey on the PS4 representing consoles here. I don't want to go on about consoles now. I don't want to ostracize anybody because we want to get.
Why? What?
No, I'm just saying that the great thing about Rocket League and doing crossplay is we can get way more people involved who play on
Absolutely, yeah.
consoles. It just so happens that the demographic of people in the Eagle in general generally have PCs. They're usually techies and they generally have PCs.
I think isn't it? It's fair to say as well that a lot of people who play on Rocket League on PC are using a controller anyway, right?
Oh god, yeah, no, I'd be very inclined to use
I'm
a
pretty sure it's the
controller
favorite.
for Yeloff bringing in his second score of this game here. Definitely using a controller. I only know one person who plays Rocket League on a keyboard, but they're the kind of person who plays like GTA with a keyboard as well and just driving around. I don't know how you do it. 30 seconds left in the second game of this best of 7. Intel yet to put themselves on the table, or on the scoreboard rather, and it's a bit of a shuffle in midfield there. Yelov coming in and getting great control over there. Is he going to guide the ball in, and just on the bounce back from the crossbar, guides it in absolutely beautifully. That was actually really, really, really damn cool.
And you know, they make it look so easy. It's not easy. I can't hit the ball, full stop. Tested, that's probably my problem, is I use the keyboard. I use the keyboard, and I might as well have my eyes closed. Let's be trying to hit that ball.
Yelov just trying to get the hat-trick there, but Burkhall taking it in the end to even out the Ericsson scores here. Burkhall the Fabulous, as he's known by, according to the game. That's leaving us 2 seconds left on the game to pretty much comfortably and confidently leave Ericsson in a 5-0 win for game 2 of this best of 7.
I have a feeling that Intel are just getting... I think they're lulling them into a false sense of security here. I really do. But time will tell. "28 viewers. How's it going and how's the crack? Who are you? Say hello in the chat." This is the Irish Interims Gaming League. Are you employed? Are you in Ireland? Are you employed? Take a stroll around the office there now and see who's wearing a video game t-shirt or hoodie. Round them up. Come take on the Titans, Ericsson, the Rocket League. And Overwatch, by the way, Tom.
And Overwatch.
Remember that? You remember that game?
Remember that game?
Yeah, do you remember?
Guys, honestly, if you...
I'm saying nothing. Just, we beat everyone else, so... Anytime...
Jay is currently trying to trigger me for having EA not having played Overwatch in quite some time. Although last time I checked, EA was top of the leaderboard, Jay. I don't know about you, but in all seriousness, if you are in Ireland and you're looking for people to play with, and you want to represent your company in the Irish Interims Gaming League, reach out to us. We have a nice kind of like intro pack that you can send around to your company, get people on board.
Yes.
It's not always easy to approach people. Like in one company I was in before, I was able to strike up a conversation with somebody because they had a bunch of pop figures on their desk of Overwatch characters. I was like, yo, do you want to come play Overwatch for the Irish Interims Gaming League? And it's nice to get those opportunities, but if you need help with internal communication, sending around emails or sending around Slack messages or what have you, we have some good information and stuff that you can put up on Nona Sports and everything to get people on deck.
And join the Discord, give us a shout, as Tom says. Anything we can do at all to help, we will. We've been through it all pretty much, We've spoke to the HRs about using names and using logos and getting permission for that kind of thing. We've done the recruitment, so give us a shout if you want a hand. It's no bother. I'll go down. I'll get into the car and I'll go down. You think I won't, but I will.
How would Grad Ireland go today, Jay?
Good laugh. Good laugh. Data analytics is a big buzz this year. Everyone's having a piece of it. Sitting around looking at Excel sheets doesn't sound like crack to me.
Burkhall taking the first score here. Ericsson just relentless in their efforts here. But yeah, data analytics. If you're looking to do a master's now in IT,
A lot of people doing a
computer
master's
science
in data analytics. Yeah. There's Mr. Meeseeks. Loving life.
Don't worry, Dank. I have a sly eye in what you're saying there now. I'm paying attention. Don't worry.
If Meeseeks heads the ball into the goal, is that legal?
Only if they ask the Meeseeks to help them get better at properly. I think that's how it works in the canon.
Take 2 taps off my goal.
Yeah, please don't fill the pitch with Meeseeks, please. It's busy enough with 6 lads on there now. Oh, Burkhall absolutely killing it this round.
Please don't fill the chat with Meeseeks emojis. Actually, we probably don't have any, Tom, do we? Is that a thing? It's per channel, right? Yeah. I don't know how Twitch works.
We'll have to get the 99 and the eagle icon anyway.
And the Guinness, Tom, get the Guinness out. Guinness, if you're in the mood for a pint, there's no better pint. As my father and my father's father would always say, Guinness is your only man. And Marvin, Daddy, we just, do you know what? We'll support everyone.
We're not Irish O'Rourke, we're not sponsored by Marvin.
We'll give the lads free props here, lads. Marvin, that you're hungry enough. Get in there now and get yourself a spice bag. You won't pay $150 for a dip, though. I'll tell you that. Not with Marvin. Well, maybe. It depends where you are. But don't do it. That's what we're saying here at the IHL. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Go to IrishInfluenceGaming.ie.
Burkhall with the hat trick
and
here.
you can pick yourself up a jar of Irish Influence Gaming garlic mayonnaise.
Oh my god.
For the low price of 20 cents.
Jay's been trying to get Guinness as a sponsor for the IAGL this whole time now. We'll get to Hellman's now. We'll see if they'll give us a sponsorship for garlic dip. Get 50-cent garlic dips wherever you go. Get the garlic dip pass. The season pass for Hellman's garlic dip. Not only does the Eagle help get people on board from your companies, but we also help lobbying the government to decrease the tax on garlic dip to bring it down below €1 consistently around the country.
Look, we're not denying climate change, and you know there's serious. We've got some problems.
DMK putting Intel on the scoreboard, bringing them down here. The backflip from Meepies. Sorry to interrupt you, Jay, but this is a momentous occasion here. Intel warmed up to get the fingers rolling. They're about to take this back. Let's go. DMK not losing a single second to get that hit on the ball now. The Ericsson lads are shaking in their boots a wee bit now. Intel a bit scattered as they feel pretty strong about that advance there, but they're kind of coming back into the defensive grid here. Both of them missing the ball, and that unfortunately DMK struggling to get that across the line to the Ericsson side rather. Cisco, oh my god, who's even playing this game? Oh, and Burkhall casually guiding that in, but to be knocked out by Alan Carey.
That was a lovely save, Alan.
Is he Jim Carrey's cousin? And Alan Carey going for almost getting that second goal there. 1 minute left in this here. Intel are really turning it around. They're feeling limber. Alan Carey feeling very confident now as he's bringing it and guiding it towards Yeloff, who's being taken out by Alan Carey. Now this is their opportunity. It's a 3v2 on the Ericsson side of the pitch, with possession just going back to the Ericsson as they bring it around.
We've a request in the chat, Tom. How loud am I in your ear?
You are
pretty loud. Dominic boy, up your boy.
Well, I turned you up just as you started screaming, so that's even better. But thanks for taking, thanks for shouting away from your mic. I appreciate that. I got some nice acoustics from your room
there. I'm in a shed. I'm in the casting shed here in Athlone.
The casting shed?
The casting shed, yes.
All right.
You want to see the garden spiders in this thing? Mother of God. I have to charge them rent. Using all my toilet roll and my shampoo.
Keeping up the
That
combo
ball
here.
does not want to hit the ground.
No, certainly not. Oh, they're bringing it in. Okay, and that's Ericsson taking round 3. Intel, they're warmed up. They're ready to go here. Getting themselves on the scoreboard for this game here. This could be the opportunity for Intel to turn it around. 3-0 to Ericsson on the scoreboard here. But 3-1 in that game, but 3-0 in this best of 7. Ericsson getting a very decided lead here, but I don't know. I have high hopes for Intel bringing it back in this next game here.
Well, our virtual crowd wants more. They're chanting, "We want more." Whatever about the Twitch viewers, these virtual lads can't get enough.
Are Rocket League chants the same as like soccer chants? We love you, Intel. We do.
Intel. So, but they are though, aren't they? If you listen, like there's a few of them are like very close, right? That one is in it, isn't it? The do 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 do.
So like in Ga and in Ga anyway, like you do county, and then for provinces in like rugby or something, it's like province.
I didn't know that's documented. I didn't realize that was the.
Well,
no,
think about it. Like in like rugby, it'd be like Leinster, Munster, and then it's like Westmeath.
I never realized that.
There you go, documented now.
Who would have thought?
I've taken the first score in Game 4 here. Ericsson not taking any opportunities to give Intel the upper leg on this game here. This is a fairly decisive game for the rest of the best of 7. So it's kind of all in Intel here to get themselves going.
I am going to have to buy this man a sausage in the morning.
Heading down to the Spar next to Ericsson there, get some sausage rolls, bring them in. Well done, lads. But we can't be celebrating yet because Intel
are going to take this.
Here. They're taking.
Feel it in me. Okay, feel it in me waters.
They're
warmed up now. They know what Ericsson are like.
Here, but just taken up by Yellow.
He's had enough. That halo is coming off.
2 of the Intel lads in goal there. Alan Carey getting the point for the save though. As the ball comes around into Ericsson's side as they shuffle around, desperately trying to get this ball around here. Burkall passing back to Yeloff, but Meadby is managing to get the lobby, the alley-oop. Yeah, the alley-oop. That's definitely it. Not only do I not know much about Rocket League, I don't know much about soccer in general, but. I got a copy of FIFA 20 on the Switch. I didn't pay for it, not on that.
That's the football, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I played one game and I won, and I took the.
That's it. Undefeated, retired.
Undefeated, 100% success rate. Much like Yeloff with an undefeated amount of goals, taking the second goal
this
here.
This lad is insatiable.
He's a hungry boy. Almost hungry for a spice bag from Wait, no, wrong one. But,
He's thirsty is what he is, Tom. You know, all this running around up the pitch, down the pitch, such athleticism. What he is thirsty. Do you know what he'd like? Do you know what?
A nice warm pint of garlic dip from
and washed down with a lovely smooth pint of Guinness.
MVP does get a spice bag and a large garlic dip, paid for by none other our wonderful Jay.
Yeah.
It's a reminder, folks, that this game tonight, if you are willing to and just as I say that, we've had a very generous donation coming in from Tested 24/7. A tenner donated. Thank you so much. Only 1 cup of coffee. How about 10 cups of coffee? Good cause, good vibes, good games. Get your companies in, Eagle. Thanks very much, Tested. Not only will we get 10 cups of coffee, we'll probably get 10 pots or jars.
That puts us at about, lads,
a garlic dip.
Puts us at about 170 euros so far, raised by all of us. Everyone who gets involved with Eagle has been involved with Eagle. 170 quid so far for Enable Ireland. Can we make 500 by Christmas? That's what I want to know.
Let's do it, folks.
Let's try.
Remember, Enable Learning.
Let's go for 200 and see then.
And Enable Learning are a fantastic charity in the country. We love working with them. Burkhall bringing in the third score here, getting the 3-0. Only getting Ericsson on the board here, but all in aid of Enable Learning, of course. And if you want to donate the price of a tub of garlic dip, please do. And we will really, really appreciate all this money going towards Enable Learning this year. And hopefully around Christmas, we can give them a big old check. And Christmas can be hard for a lot of families around the country, so we'd be more than happy to help contribute to that. Thanks to everybody who watches these games. It really, really means a lot to us. Sound is gone again, my bad. Are you not happy to be listening to balls in the air? Because the balls are certainly in the air. And Meepy's bringing in the score for Intel. Minute and a half on the clock. This is completely possible for Intel to take this back. High intensity, high opportunity game here for Intel to bring themselves back up and keep this going.
Intel fans, spam the chat. It's the only thing to do. What emojis do we have? We should probably get on this. Let me see. We got a cowbell. I want a cowbell. I want to spam this cowbell to root for Intel. That's what I want. Or what else?
Hang on. Do I have the cowbell in this room?
Do we have the cowbell? No, we've no cowbell. I mean, I'll be on to Twitch in the morning.
That's just a mug. Sorry, I didn't mean to lie to all of our viewers.
You know what? You've had me fooled.
Oh, and the crazy save by Alan Carey. Saving that as we go into 31 seconds. On the clock here as he's getting the ball the rest of the way, but just taken on by Burkhall. Unfortunately stopping Alan Carey in his tracks. Burkhall guiding it nicely over to the Intel side, but their defense is on fire here. Aggressively trying to make sure that Ericsson can bring that up to a 4. Alan Carey coming in, but just blocked by Burkhall again. Still the Intel side having possession in the Ericsson corner here with everybody on this side here. DMNK just to bring it in. Alan Carey, let's see what you can do. Let's keep it in the air. Keep your balls in the air, folks. Hands inside the car. Balls in the air. Oh, that was going in. Oh, that could have brought it to a 3-2. But that is Ericsson taking the 4th game. And if my math is correct, that is the best of 7 complete.
That is a wrap.
If this was Overwatch, I'd be doing that 4-0 symbol. But hard luck to Intel. Thanks so much for taking part, guys. This is your first foray into the Eagle. And we hope to see a lot more of you guys now that we have you guys around. You've got the taste for Rocket League in your mouth now. And I say the lads from Intel be coming out in droves again to try and take you down. This is take this as the intro match. This isn't this is by no means the end of Intel.
No, there's still thousands of people in League Slip who need to step up. We'll find them. Minecraft survival, that's a good question. Who wants to see 10 hours of me and Tom play Minecraft? That's the real question.
Thanks to Mrs. Doyle. Go on, my son. With a $5 donation there to Enable Ireland. Really, really appreciate that. That'll buy someone a nice warm wrap now. A nice wrap to wrap themselves in, and a wrap to 8 around Christmas time now this year. Garamahagriv.
Okay.
Thanks
Thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you the next time.
Thanks for showing up to the Eagle game tonight. We really appreciate all of you viewers. It's always a fantastic opportunity to reach out to the community like this. And if you guys need help to get more people in your company, or if you're just watching and you're looking at what's going on between these companies here, reach out to us on our Discord. Go to irishinterfirmsgaming.ie and find the link to our Discord there.
I just pasted it in the chat also.
Fair play to you, lad. There's the Discord link.
I'm on the ball. See what I did? Because we just rocket.
Lads, remember to email your TD, your local TD, about the cost to lobby the cost of garlic dip around the country.
We need to bring it down, lads.
Eagle will single-handedly bring the 99-cent garlic dip back. Here we go.
I know we have issues, the stuff going on, but the price of dip has got to change.
All right, folks, that's it. Thanks very much for joining us. Fair play to Ericsson, Clehawa, Cahir Sanaj, Anocht, agus Slán Lat.
I know what.